Yes, guys. Yes. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi. Alrighty. Welcome, welcome, welcome. UAG. Um, Here, I haven't done this in a while. Is a UAG Tavern Guild talk, and what prompted me is some of the discussion I've been involved with over the last few days on different talk groups and stuff between uh, diversity in the gaming, between consents and things of such. And there's a couple other issues that I'd like to just kind of put on the table, clarify for our group. And this isn't meant to bash anyone. It isn't meant to make anyone uncomfortable. And if it does, I apologize at the beginning. The first thing is I'll go with the easier topic of if you guys, new players, old players, like that, if you guys are looking for games, we're trying to make sure that there's some on a regular basis. But if we don't get enough participants, we have to reschedule them. And as far as that, to try to provide that fun and function for everyone. But keep your eye on the discussion. But the biggest thing is well, you'll see them because on the discussion, they'll get pushed down with everything that goes on there. So always periodically, when you're looking for a game, go over to the events tab, click on it, and they're there. I know we had our chats, but Facebook did away with chats that were over on the one side that actually worked out pretty good for us, but unfortunately that's the way it went. No control of ours. Now on to the other things. This discussion about inclusiveness, diversity, and such like that, and I feel our community rules that are out there pretty much explains it. And I don't think we need to force anything of that nature on anyone. As far as that, because if you come to any of the DMs tables that we run virtual here, you're, in my opinion, you're already accepting consent and consenting to what's there. Every DM that will DM here in the UAG puts out a blurb in the event about what it is and like that. Now, and we try to give ample time. There's some pickup games that may happen and like that where there's not quite so much. But if you have any concerns that may hit you, please contact that DM, and I'm guaranteed they'll work on through and work with you. I personally, I think this topic that's been kind of running around the internet right now in our hobby is more to do about nothing. Ever since I started playing in the late 70s, all those aspects were always there, and were played and dealt with in an adult manner and such. And nobody's feelings were hurt. Nobody was told you can't do this or you can't do that, as long as it was done in the spirit of the game. Also, as my position stands, realize this is not real world. We live in a real world, but this is a fantasy world. So there's a lot of strange things and different things, and getting down into really deep into the weeds, if it doesn't provide for the story and the arc, to me, I don't plan for it, period, because it can take away from the story and fun. However, I do give the agencies to all the players that sit at my table that if they want to work on this angle, that angle, or one or the others, it's their character concept, and you play your character concept. It's not a DM's role to play and manage your concept. That agency is totally on the player. So I suggest come up with some nice, interesting character concepts and have fun with them, and strengthen the story and not get things twisted sideways one way or the other. As far as that, the place to address concerns to me is prior to the game, because if you got to break the game for something of that nature, whether it's a conflict, personality conflict between two players, then that's taking away from the fun for the others that are at the table and the like. I'm trying to deal with these things outside of the game session, and keep in mind, be reasonable and adhere to the community guidelines. I mean, they're simple guidelines, really, and I think they stand the test of anything that's whether it's politically correct or not, that's out there. I know I sound like a rant right now, but it's not meant that way, and it's just that if you do have questions on some of these things, or if you do feel pressured or out of place or bullied, I don't like that term, but it can be accurate, on we don't do that here or do that there, please contact me or any one of the other DMs there that we have now, and we'll address it and get it taken care of. We've dealt with certain problems in the past. Some of it dealings with it was harsh because the topic was that severe. But there again, we try to be reasonable to everyone. We try to get along with everyone as much as possible within reason. Here again, the old adage, you cannot please everyone all the time, is a truism. I don't care. You get a group of people, you're not going to please all of them all at the same time. If you do, it's a miracle and a rarity. And wow, that's a good thing. Our purpose here, like we put in there, is about having fun. And that's why I want to put these clarifications out so we can get anything that's addressed that's bothering anyone or could bother anyone, so we can address it so it's off the table and not a non-issue as far as that. So with that, thank you for your listening time. Sorry you had to bring it up, but I figured it was developing in such a method and a fervor throughout our hobby that we had to make our stance in the UAG known and clear. And if there's still some unclarity, some confusion, let us know and we'll try to get it all cleared up. Thank you, everybody. Keep rolling 20s. And if you can't roll a 20 and you roll a crit fail, do it with style. Goodbye.